Could a family of 4 live comfortably inside a condominium measuring only 19 square meters? Two parents, an 18-year-old daughter and a 3-year-old child, all sharing a space smaller than many hotel rooms. At first, it sounds impossible. There is no room for a conventional living room, 3 separate bedrooms, or large storage cabinets. But instead of asking how much furniture we can fit inside, we asked a different question. How can every square meter support the real life of this family? Metro Manila continues to build thousands of condominium units, but many are designed primarily for investors, single professionals, or short-term renters, not for families planning to stay for many years. Philippine condominium rules generally set 18 square meters as the minimum for a single occupancy unit. Under specific conditions, units intended for students, employees, or workers in highly urbanized areas may be reduced to 12 square meters when shared facilities are provided. The deeper problem is not simply that Manila lacks condominium units. In late 2025, Metro Manila had tens of thousands of unsold units. Colliers reported approximately 79,200 units of unsold inventory by the fourth quarter, while the vacancy rate had already reached 25% during the third quarter. This creates a strange contradiction. There are many condominiums available, yet genuinely affordable, family-friendly homes remain difficult to find. Many compact units provide a place to sleep, but they do not properly address privacy, storage, studying, laundry, child safety, and the changing needs of a growing family. So this episode is not about pretending that 19 square meters is spacious. It is about showing how careful planning can make a difficult space more humane. Before designing the floor plan, we identified the needs of each family member. The parents need a proper sleeping area with a full-size bed and accessible storage. Their 18-year-old daughter needs more than just somewhere to sleep. She needs privacy, a study desk, clothing storage, and a space that feels appropriate for a young adult. The 3-year-old needs a protected sleeping nook close to the parents. And everyone needs access to a kitchen, dining table, bathroom, laundry facilities, and enough storage to prevent the entire home from becoming cluttered. Because the footprint cannot grow horizontally, the design must grow vertically. The condo is organized as a long rectangle measuring approximately 3.9 meters wide and 5 meters deep. The entrance is positioned at one end. The brightest section, the side the main window at the opposite end, is given to the 18-year-old daughter. Between these 2 points are the kitchen, dining area, bathroom access, and staircase. Above the rear half of the unit is the main mezzanine for the parents and toddler. This arrangement creates 3 clear zones. The entrance side handles cooking and daily utilities. The center becomes the shared family area, and the window side becomes the daughter's private loft bed and study zone. There is no conventional sofa area because, realistically, the unit cannot support one without sacrificing something more important. Immediately beside the entrance is the compact kitchen. Keeping the kitchen near the door shortens the plumbing and service zone and prevents cooking activity from spreading throughout the entire unit. The kitchen uses a simple L-shaped configuration with a sink, 2-burner cooktop, under-counter washing machine, and full-height refrigerator. Upper cabinets extend close to the ceiling because eye-level storage alone would never be enough for 4 people. Frequently used items remain within reach, while seasonal appliances and bulk supplies occupy the higher cabinets. The washing machine is integrated into the kitchen rather than receiving a separate laundry room. It may not be luxurious, but inside a 19 square meter unit, every appliance must justify the floor area it occupies. At the center of the condo is a dining table for 4. In a larger house, the dining area might only be used during meals. Here, it becomes the family's most important shared surface. It functions as the dining table, food preparation counter, home workstation, family meeting place, and temporary work area. The table is kept visually light, with slim legs and movable chairs, so circulation remains possible on both sides. Removing the conventional living room is a deliberate compromise. A sofa and television may appear attractive in a floor plan, but they would consume the only flexible open area. For this family, sharing meals and having a usable table is more valuable than maintaining a formal lounge that the unit cannot realistically support. The most important ground floor feature is the daughter's loft bed system. We deliberately placed it at the bottom end of the rectangular plan, directly beside the main window. This gives her the best access to daylight and creates the greatest possible distance from the entrance and kitchen. The bed is raised above the floor, allowing the space underneath to become a complete study zone. Below the bed is a proper desk, not a narrow shelf pretending to be one. There is room for a laptop, books, task lighting, charging outlets, and a comfortable chair. Shelving is positioned around the desk, while drawers and wardrobe compartments are integrated into the sides of the structure. The elevated bed creates psychological separation even though the area is not enclosed by full-height walls. From the dining area, the family still feels connected. But when she sits beneath the loft, the overhead structure and surrounding storage give the daughter a stronger sense of personal territory. This is especially important because she is 18. A design suited for a small child would not be appropriate for a young adult who may be studying at university, working online, or preparing for an independent life. A privacy curtain or lightweight sliding screen could be added around the study and sleeping area without permanently blocking daylight from the rest of the condo. Along the left wall, the staircase serves two completely different purposes. Its first function is obvious: it provides safe access to the parents' mezzanine. Its second function is storage. Each lower step contains a deep drawer for shoes, bags, toys, bedding, or household supplies. Beneath the taller section is a full wardrobe with hanging space, internal shelves, and additional drawers. Instead of creating decorative open shelves beneath the stairs, we use almost the entire volume for concealed storage. This is critical because clutter is one of the biggest problems in small Manila condominiums. A compact home does not necessarily fail because it lacks floor area. It often fails because everyday objects have no assigned place. Once bags, laundry baskets, toys, and clothes begin occupying the circulation space, the unit feels even smaller than it really is. Upstairs, the mezzanine is divided between the parents and their 3-year-old child. The parents receive a full-size bed positioned near the center, with built-in storage along the walls. The bed remains visually connected to the ground floor, but the raised level creates a clear transition between public and private space. Beside it is the toddler's protected sleeping nook. Instead of placing a separate bed randomly beside the parents, the child's area is integrated into a built-in timber enclosure. Soft wall padding, a low guardrail, and warm reading light make the nook feel secure without completely isolating the child. The toddler remains close enough for the parents to respond during the night, but still receives a clearly defined sleeping space. Built-in cabinets occupy the remaining loft walls, using a combination of closed wardrobes, drawers, and shallow open shelves. The guardrail facing the open area must be secure and appropriately detailed, particularly because a young child will use this level. In a real construction project, the mezzanine, staircase, railings, fire protection, ventilation, and structural loading would require approval from the condominium management and qualified Philippine design professionals. This visualization is therefore a space planning concept, not a substitute for architectural and structural documentation. The bathroom remains compact but complete. A glass shower enclosure prevents the entire floor from becoming wet. The vanity is wall-mounted to keep more floor visible, while the mirror hides shallow storage for medicine and toiletries. Recessed shower niches avoid projecting shelves into the bathing space. Neutral materials and consistent lighting make the bathroom feel calmer, but the design avoids unnecessary luxury finishes. In a home this small, good waterproofing, ventilation, durable surfaces, and accessible storage matter more than decoration. This design improves the unit, but it does not remove every limitation. For people will still share one bathroom. The goal is to make 19 square meters function honestly. A floor plan may look efficient when empty, but family life introduces clothes, toys, schoolwork, cooking, laundry, privacy, and constant movement. This concept responds by removing the unnecessary living room, protecting the brightest part of the unit for the daughter, combining her bed with a study area, transforming the staircase into a wardrobe and placing the parents and toddler together on the upper loft. It is not a perfect home, but it is a more realistic answer to an imperfect housing situation. Because when space is limited, good design is not about adding more. It is about deciding what truly deserves a place. This is the Build Journal, where every square meter has a purpose.